Cancer, how you doing? This is going to be your mid-month check-in. As always, take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. Bits and pieces might resonate, so use your own discernment. See what fits your narrative and don't force anything. Timeless Tarot, we are all on different timelines, so if it applies to you, then claim it. So let's dive in for you, Cancer. Two of Swords, all right? Left or right? We got to make a decision. Probably listen to our intuition a little bit more than anything else. Ace of Wands, on a new beginning, a new path, a new ambition. This is an opportunity for you to start something new. The Knight of Cups could be a knight in shining armor coming around and potentially getting you out into the dating world. Somebody offering their hand or their cup. Could be a friendship too. It doesn't always have to be like romance. And Queen of Swords. Oh, interesting here. Overarching energy is the Two of Pentacles. All right, so some of you could be, juggling act with money. Shocker, the rest of the world is. Um, you don't need tarot to tell you that. But that's just the present energy that you are currently in or you're about to stumble into is, how you're going to make ends meet. Is money getting a little bit tighter? Things are getting a little bit more rocky, as we all know when it comes to money. But I think this is more about a stability of give and take, more so than it is about money. And the Two of Pentacles is juggling. So are you juggling time, effort, responsibilities, stuff like that? And with the Two of Swords here, it's offering you to make a choice, either keep going or drop it and continue something else. I think something's on the table here for you to make a decision whether you want to keep it or don't. And you're going to listen to your intuition a little bit more about it. Like if something's coming a little bit more as like a reality check, I think you're sitting with it pretty intellectually and not emotionally. Like, what is feasible, what's not feasible with you? And the Ace of Wands is like, let me try something new. And this could be an understanding of like how you're going to go about this decision, whatever this is. It could be about money, or it just could be something that you're trying to decide to continue or not to continue with. The Ace of Wands is saying, it's up to you. Here's your opportunity to make a stance. And whatever this is, it's the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Swords. I think that you're going to be a little bit upfront with your feelings, or they are, about how they feel about it. So it's to me, this is pretty clear cut and dry. Somebody's going to offer you the cup. And I think that you and the Queen of Swords energy is going to say, it's funny how the cards are laid out. I don't think you're going to take this offer. I don't think it's the right time for you. Because look, this came out first. Here's the Knight of Cups presenting the cup, and look at the Queen. She's not even facing. If it's not like this, should I say? Like it's not opposite. It's the other way. And it's not because whatever the Knight of Cup is offering isn't worthy. I think that the Queen of Swords is looking full stream ahead, and whatever is behind her is behind her. I think she's not wanting more. I think that she's going about it in a different way, and that could be you. And whoever this Knight of Cups is, we have to be honest and familiar with it. It's not always a long-lasting energy. They bring a change, but it doesn't necessarily it's going to mean it's going to stay. So the Queen of Swords is saying, it's not that it's not good enough. I'm looking for something different. So let's go here and clarify. And if this is about a job opportunity, you could get a job opportunity, or somebody saying you're like, man, that's not really going to work. It could be dating or relationships, and you're saying, I don't know. I don't think this is it feels like it's a no. So let's dive in and clarify. The Two of Swords, Two of Cups, Two of Cups, Ace of Wands, Seven of Swords. Interesting. The Knight of Cups, the Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords, the Sun. Yeah. Temperance, Sagittarius. Only time will tell. I told you. All right, so the two of swords, Two of cups. Yeah, this could be a friendship. It doesn't have to be romance. It could be anything. There's somebody who's offering their cup to you of a friendship, and you are just completely unsure. That's what the Two of Swords is. She's like, the heart is blocked. The mind is, it's not about what you're saying. What is the intuition telling you? And the Ace of Wands with the Seven of Swords is, I don't think this is deception. I think what's happening here is a not even a pattern. It's more or less like you already know the answer. I think you're trying to play it out strategically where you want your ambitions to lie. And the Knight of Cups with the Ace of Cups here. Like, yeah, and whoever this was it's a good friend or a good companion to have. And it's somebody who's offering genuine emotion, however brief or however long. And that's the Ace of Cups here. And I think that's what the deception was with the Ace of Wands here. I think that that giddy feeling is gone. And now it's like, now we have to face a little bit of a reality here. The reality check is real because the Queen of Swords is with the Sun. The Sun overshadows anything negative in a reading. So nothing really bad is happening here. I think that there's chess going on, not in the sense of winning, but kind of maneuvering to adapt the change. And what the Queen of Swords is saying, like, as things are being played out, the reality is this. I don't know if this is going to be really concrete to work towards in the future because things are so up in the air. And that's what Temperance is saying. And yeah, and look at this with the Wheel of Fortune, and then you have the Chariot here. Look, I want to show you, Cancer. There's Chariot underneath. But you have these three: the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Swords, and Temperance. So, what the Wheel of Fortune is saying is that if you continue to pursue this in time, there may be some level of disappointment. Or if you don't, there's still a level of disappointment. The wheel is saying, what are you going to do? What are you going to accept? Is there a chance for metamorphosis in this relationship, or a friendship, or dating somebody or whatnot? Is there a chance for metamorphosis some way, shape, or form? I'm not sure there is. Doesn't mean that it's bad. It may not just be a dating relationship, it could be a friendship. Who knows? It could be changing into something else. But let's dive in and see what energies are either helping you or hindering you. If there's any blockages or pathways we need to look out for. Let's see, with the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, or Two of Cups, the Hermit. Yeah, what's your wisdom telling you? This is intuition. What do you know? You know what you know. What is it? And that could be this very thing here with the Hermit. It's it's pretty simple. You have to go into introspection and say, is this really working for me or us or this dynamic or this situation? And that's what's going to be the reality for you. Ace of Wands, Seven of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the hard-hitting truth. The hard-hitting truth. You could either ignore it or you could go with it here. The Ace of Swords is a very hard-hitting opportunity of truth. That sword is sharp. It's meant to cut down things that are not supposed to be there or not to be that dynamic. That dynamic. It doesn't mean that all dynamics are gone, just that one. And I think that's what the Ace of Swords is trying to tell you. You have the opportunity to voice and talk about this and what you really know. Simple as that. Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. Nine of Wands, Wounded Warrior. Yeah, because you've been hurt in the past. I get it. And this is more or less like another thing. You're like, another night came through. It's probably not going to work. Do I have the opportunity to keep on going? Do I want to keep on going, not just with this person or with somebody else? If you do decide to keep going with this person, there's going to be some interesting dynamics here because the Nine of Wands is not exactly forgiving, minimalistic when it comes to BS or any kind of latitude when it comes to growth because they're tired. They've been fighting. And with the Queen of Swords here, I think that you are making a decision to not do that anymore. Let's see what's coming in here. Judgment. Need I say more? Judgment. Yeah, it's the rise of a new, the death of the former. So this is an opportunity for you to level up. Level up in a sense of like, I know this is not working, let's try this. Or I know we're not working with this, we have to try a little bit something different here. And it doesn't mean that it's a negative situation here. I think this is a very adult to adult conversation. It's going to be very clear. You know, this is what's no longer working for either of us. Do you agree? Do you not disagree? It's very Socratic, and I think with that talk. And the Ace of Wands is saying, or I'm sorry, the Wheel of Fortune with the Judgment here is saying, yeah, this is something going to be different. And you're going to have to do things differently. So it's pretty clear cut to me. If you decide, actually, let me try something different. What's going to happen if they continue to try to pursue this person? Let's see. Different deck. What's the potential outcome if they decide to pursue this person like still? King of Pentacles, a little bit of worth here. What's going to happen if they decide not to? Ace of Cups. All right. So the King of Pentacles, and look at that, the Chariot underneath. I love this deck because it's a pride deck. Chariot underneath. You're going to choose you. King of Pentacles. Look at it as form of money, establishment, self-worth. I get that. It's very foundational. On paper, it looks good. The Ace of Cups, if you choose to leave, is you choosing you. So you have a choice to make. Looking good on paper, feel good about it in a different way, emotionally, spiritually, and all that good stuff if you decide to go. Those are your options. I'm not going to tell you what to do. The tarot cannot tell you what to do. So let's get some closing messages for you, dear Cancer, and see what they have to say. Let's see here. That is a Page of Wands, the opportunity to start something new. Justice, because justice has been served. Karmic. You're understanding. You understand a little bit about what's happening here. The Knight of Swords. There you go. Change. A change in what? Headspace, mental capacity, talk, communication. And last but not least, the Seven of Cups, going back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board with the Seven of Cups. Cancer, if you decide to stay, it's up to you. If you decide whatever this dynamic is with the friendship, dating, loved one, this is where we have the opportunities to kind of step into either a breakup or a breakthrough. And that's not necessarily so negative to say a breakup. It's just changing it, like I guess, like just titles of something if you decide to do so. And it looks like if you decide to just say, we're done, let's not just keep trying this anymore, you're going to go back to the drawing board with the Seven of Cups. But what this has done is got you a little bit closer to knowing, not necessarily what you want, but getting closer to getting what you deserve, if that makes sense. So that's what I've got for you, my dear Cancers. Hopefully it resonates. Like, share, and subscribe. I really greatly appreciate that if you would subscribe to this channel or just like or even leave a comment. It helps my channel out. But that's what I've got. Hopefully it resonates. As always, be awesome, you be safe, and I will talk to you later. Bye.